Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ slash MegaMek and we're going to be picking up where we left off. But first, a couple of shout outs. I got a new follower, Alexander Smith on YouTube, so thanks for joining the party. And Sudanese Nuts on Twitch. Nice name, by the way. So hope you guys get a chance to follow and enjoy. Glad to have you here. And I presume Varank is in the chat, lurking, I guess, as he usually does for the first few minutes. So when we left off, we had the enemies down to about 10% of their starting value, about 1,200 points left. That said, I've forgotten where the rest of their points are, because we've got this harasser here for 300 points. Where are the other 900 points? They're not this guy, and they're not this guy, who's worth, I think, 36 points at the moment. Might just be destroying that. I know Lark is making his way off the board, but I might hang around for a turn or two and just finish off this rocket launcher turret. Yeah, I know they're hiding. The question is where. I think they were somewhere around these intersections. I started like 60 seconds early. I apologize. Gemini's taking a nap, so I was getting anxious. I wanted to go ahead and get started. So I'm pretty sure they're over here somewhere, or maybe they've made their way up here. Obviously, if they were in one of these areas, we would have spotted them. I don't even remember what mech it was. I did watch part of last week's video before jumping into this, but mostly I've just been checking out the situation as it stands. So yeah, it being our turn to move, let's go ahead and start with Lark. We'll just have him continue moving towards that map edge at a leisurely pace while he turns to take out that immobile target. Petra in the Orion, looking pretty good actually. Most of our guys are. It's just Lark with that right torso damage. Wanted to get him off the field and out of danger. But honestly, I was looking at this and our repair bill is probably going to be pretty light this mission, actually. We've got some arms and some torso damage, and I guess a little bit on the left leg of the Orion. Also some off his back, but nothing internal. And I say his, referring to the mech, even though the pilot is female, because, I don't know, habit, I guess. Maybe I just consider Orions to be men at heart. Not trying to be sexist or anything. Just, well, I guess the kind of sexism that you're not trying to be is the most insidious and worst kind, isn't it? So I apologize for assuming. Wyvern in his archer, likewise. Missing that arm, but I think that was pre-existing damage. I believe we went into this mission short an arm. But yeah, some leg damage, some torso damage, a little bit off the left arm. Otherwise, pretty decent shape. I'm really wanting him to move that harasser. If I can track it down and kill it. In the meantime, just go ahead and turn my back to whatever's hiding down that alley, I guess. I know what I'm going to want Hoser to do. Hoser is going to continue advancing and keeping this roadway under threat. And it looks like he's saving that harasser for last. Oh, there is a crippled Wolverine. That was over here somewhere, I want to say, because hold on. Let me just game the system here a little bit. We're going to go to client settings, and we're going to that's under graphics, isn't it? We're going to show Rex. Now, hopefully, it'll show us where we lost our Wolverine. Cover tank, that was our Wolverine. So I think their Wolverine jumped or maybe ran over this way. We can cover a lot of ground if we do that. Definitely want to save the Cronus for last. I want to block off this avenue of retreat. I want to box him in. And I'm jumping because you can't move through an enemy unit. You can enter or you can leave the hex of an enemy vehicle, but you can't move through it unless you're jumping. Oh, so he's trying to get kicked, I see. 4 hexes, medium range for most of our guns. But if we jump, we won't be able to fire most of our guns. If we move here, well, that should be a 3 or better. That's not too much of a risk. Now we get guns and kicks. Needed a 3, got a 10. So no problem there. Where did that Wolverine go? He's obviously not where I can see him. On an 11, I mean, for 10 damage, we might as well. A 10 with the LRM. That's probably all going to miss, but what can you do? All you can do is take the shot you're offered. Alright, so Wyvern has no target. This is... what is this? Vernita. Vernita has clearly no target. Why are there 2 blips here? Oh, because there's a pilot and a harasser. Are they in the same hex? But their icons don't quite overlap. That's interesting. Yes, we are going to fire everything we've still got at that rocket launcher turret. And it's still going to take us 2 turns to take it down. Tsubasa made his move already. Poser can't target the vehicle because he's standing in the same hex as it. However, Stiletto has, it looks like, 10s with everything. It's still not likely to hit. It's better than 11s and 12s. So yeah, the Orion missed. The Harasser landed 2 missiles on the Orion to the left leg and left torso. Oh, hey Gribbly. Glad you could join us. Yeah, this is a procedurally generated map. It's a grid type city, I believe. Tall and skinny because we're doing a chase mission. We're just wrapping up. We're just trying to kill this one harasser and find out where the rest of their points went. So other than those 2 missiles from the harasser and the hunchback shooting at an adjacent building, everybody missed. He's not trying to kick. Wyvern's not trying to kick. Bernetta's not trying to kick. Oh, I forgot this is going to add to our damage. to kick this harasser, not the pilot, on an 8. I'll take that chance. And hoser on a 7. Okay, so the Hunchback jams the turret on the building. The Cronus misses but does not fall down, and the awesome hoser does a kick for 16 damage to the front of the harasser, which does destroy it. If I'm not mistaken, that should leave them with around about 900 points left. And a crippled Wolverine isn't going to account for all of that. Then we picked up Inzamem. We have won the initiative, and they are down to about 900 points. Just have to find them. Wait. Oh, there's that Vedette. How many points are you worth? You're worth 140. I mean, I really want to take out this Vedette as soon as possible before it goes hiding again. So since we're at perfect range, I'm going to go ahead and stand still and take the easy shot. Petra can continue, I guess, this direction. Veteran pilots. Veteran pilots are nice. You don't have, you can make some easy piloting checks with them with relative impunity. And saying that, I'm gonna roll Snake Eyes here shortly. I just know it. I believe that Wolverine is somewhere off to the left. I wouldn't mind finding and killing it, but I don't want to leave myself open because I think they've got another unit besides the Wolverine and the Vedette still. And then next turn we can start making our way up here, I guess, to search. We've already got 2 archers kind of searching this area. Do I need that much overlap? Not sure. Closer, go ahead and run in a straight line. Wolverine flees the battlefield. So if we check their BV now. Oh, they are down to 140 points. It looks like that Vedette is the only thing left. Because he is worth 140 points. Since we've got all the heat sinks in the world, we can just go ahead and lob everything at him, taking 3s with the LRMs. That's... I don't want to say... Oh, dang it. And destroy the turret. Forgot about that. Oh well. So the Vedette misses. The Archer lands his first 20 missiles and destroys it. And then 12 from the second missile, which is totally unnecessary. I think they've still got a pilot, and I know they still have more than 1 turret. But we're going to go ahead and call it a victory since they have no more mobile combat unit. It's down to like 5, isn't it? Yeah, it was down to like 5. So we got that turret. Yes, we do, because make it easy. Yes, we did. Alright, the Wolverine that Pedro was driving, which lost a leg and then its head. I mean, the mech is still intact. Let's see, the Orion. armor damage. Archer Mark 3, missing an arm and some armor damage. Head and a leg. Archer Mark 2. That pesky left arm was pre-existing damage. Everything else is mostly armor and an actuator. Hunchback is gonna need a right arm. Is gonna need that right torso fixed. And his armor patched up. He's gonna need his autocannon replaced. The Cronus taking relatively light damage. Blackjack also just scattershotted. And Hoser didn't even scratch the paint. Nice. Well, good job, you guys. I mean, you know, except for the whole NPC that died. I liked him too. So the SRM2 turret, I don't think we ever found. We're going to be able to salvage less than $1 million, like about $500,000. Is there anything here we particularly want? We could take another hunchback. If you want it repainted, just let me know. I can change the color on it with the click of a mouse. I mean, I'm digging the paint that it has now, but much easier than repainting a mini, that's for sure. Repaint it to the same colors. So there was some infantry involved, so this is going to be a longer list. And please, can I? Thank you. So we captured some guys from the foot platoon. We captured one of the harasser crew members. The Hermes, the Hunchback, Maxim, we got one of them. The Saladin, we got one of them. So hopefully some of those were drivers, because I tend to run short on drivers more than gunners for some reason. All right, according to my notes, 60 and 52 both fell to the angler, which is Vernetta. Vernetta is racking up the kills, so that's 60 and 52. So, let's see, starting at the top. Hoser got a kill on harasser. And apparently nothing else. He did some good work, I remember, earlier in the mission, but I guess he only got 1 kill. Vernetta got the Hunchback, Striker, Locust, and the Panther. But only 3 of those were piloted vehicles, so that's only 3 pilot kills for her, which is not a Bronze Star. Stiletto got the kill on the Saladin and the Phoenix Hawk. Wyvern got kills on the Vedette, the Trebuchet, and that's it. Pedro got a kill on the Hermes before he went down. Petra got kills on the foot platoon and the hover tank, and that is we did reach the south edge with 4 out of 5, and we preserved our liaison. So that is a successful mission. That's going to cost us 300,000 C-bills because we're not giving him the mech that he was piloting. Oh, that Atlas looks rough. It's still worth 9.5 C-bills. So now we're going to do cash. Yeah. Okay, our balance dropped by 300,000. So that did happen as expected. So there are currently no pending missions. It's only Wednesday. We do have some repairs to do. We got reimbursed for some of that damage. I like it that there's nothing below the awesome. Off screen, I did rearrange our patients to where Dr. Delphine Chocolates had all of the injured people so that she can hurry up and become an elite doctor with all the XP. We picked up quite a few infantrymen mainly. All right, and then I guess just for the sake of getting this done and over with, we'll give everyone else to Elsa. Actually, no. Yes, actually. Veteran, regular. So, yeah, priorities, top, middle, bottom. Repair bay. This is going to be where it gets a little more interesting. We just status, site. Just put everyone in transport bay. Not everyone. Because those guys are in mothballs, and you can't do that still. Speaking of things you can't still do, they did release a new version of MegaMek, but I understand it's bugged. They've said that it's unplayable, so they're working on another next version of MegaMek to fix that issue. So that's what is it? 49.4 and 49.5 are the current releases. And 49.5, I think, is only available on the nightly build. So you have to, what is it, go to, I can't remember the name of the website off the top of my head now, because of course I can't. But it's where they tend to do more of the in-depth tweaking and discussing the nitty-gritty of the programming. And since I don't know jack all about programming, I don't usually go there for more than just to submit bug reports. All right, that's all of our text. GitHub, yes, thank you. Don't know why I couldn't think of that. But yeah, that's where you would go for the most current versions. If you wanted to help, say, playtest or submit bug reports, you know, help develop the next version. That's where you would go for the latest on that. Oh, Hunchback receives facelift. Kalidasa, CNB. The venerable Hunchback has received its first official upgrade with Helm Technologies. The design designation HBK5M has undergone a complete redesign of its cooling system and adds a little more firepower with a Sunglow pulse laser. Kaliyama executives are limiting the production of this battle mech for the first 6 months to units of the Free Worlds League military and mercenaries loyal to House Merrick. Further information about this new variant can be found on MercNet or by contacting Kaliyama Weapons Industry Incorporated directly. So the 5M, double heat sinks, pulse laser. It's gonna be expensive if we can get a hold of one. I don't even know if we can. So I think for right now, we're just doing repairs. Don't need a 3. We don't even need a 4. Okay, maybe we do need a 3 or a 4. Green Tech doing all the reloading. I know I didn't on the day before, but that's because I was just using the time I had available. So we're gonna pick up a couple of lower arm actuators, and we're gonna pick up maybe 2 sensors, because I don't know if we'll need another one. And then we've got 4 of those in transit. Okay. That should be all the parts that we're going to need for the next few days. We'll have Chris continuing to work towards being an elite technician. 4 points of armor, that's worth an XP. I'm not mad about that at all. Money on the head. Only a 7. Here's hoping. We'll have, I guess, Penny doing the leg. We'll have B do these because she's kind of in the middle, XP wise, and I expect to have some more little jobs for Chris. I'm an 8. It's not likely. How many right arms do we have? 50-ton right arm. Wrong tab. Looking for mech right arm, 50-ton. We have 2. Yeah, we can afford to lose one if we don't make an 8. Although, probably wouldn't be, wrong tab again. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to perhaps buy 2 of those. Just in case. Never know when we're gonna need a right arm. Lark can start installing his own autocannon. It's cold. It is cold and getting dark. Time to take the dog out. I'll be back in a bit. Don't expect you to miss too much besides repairs. If we can get through the next week without any missions, we'll be probably looking at contracts. But other than that, you probably won't miss anything too exciting. So we'll see you when you get back. Trebuchet, we're not using. The Blackjack has minor damage. We want to wait for a veteran tech for that. I think we do. I don't want to be stuck at 7 points of structure for the foreseeable future. Let's see. On the Trebuchet again. The Thunderbolt, not worried about. This Archer, again, not too worried about. The Cronus, however, we can go ahead and start doing some repairs there. And that's the Cronus back in action. Wolverine 6R Mark II. Autocannon 5, 2 mediums and an SRM. Large laser, 2 mediums and an SRM. Yeah, I think if we're gonna rock a Wolverine, We might as well rock this one. It also is going to be waiting for a veteran tech, however, to do that sitter torso. Play that. And 1 minute shy. Go ahead and line up 40 with 40. And we even. Yeah, I think we can on a 4. And on a 7, we'll give that a shot. Alright, so is that all of our techs assigned? Everyone except Kazuko, and I don't have any more green tech jobs. So, let's take you out there, you over to her, just keep her topped off. Let's see. Do I have any mechanics that can do any of these? This is all actuators. I do have some mechanics who can be working on stuff. 6, 10, 12. Yeah, Doodles, if you would, please fix this LRM for me. 5. And while you're at it, it's 3 and everything else is -4. Well, I guess only the weapons are -4. You know what? I don't know. But for 1,000 minutes on a 5, that's an LRM 20. That's kind of a big deal. Oh, Amelia Pasic is a weapons specialist. I guess I had forgotten that. Snyder, hey, welcome to the party. If the RAT reflects the lore and only Free Worlds League has that new hunch, you should try to take a contract against them and see if you can salvage one. Ah, that is an interesting thought. Because we are in Free Worlds League space. However, our ultimate plan is to try to be somewhere in the northern Rasselhog Republic when the clans strike. And it's already, we've already passed a year and a half. I'm honestly trying to move into this space. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can take on some Free Worlds League mechs in Federated Commonwealth space if that comes up. Definitely something to be mindful of. That said, I kind of prefer my my custom hunchbacks to the stock ones. Even the what was it, 5M? Oh, yeah, the 5M. So I think we're ready to advance another day, going on to Friday. We've got some ammo arrived, some armor arrived, some actuators arrived. Our green Aerotech destroyed that LRM5. That's okay, we'll still be able to sell it. We did get the arm on the Hunchback. We did not fix the armor on the Wolverine 6M. We did fix the engine and we got the head on it, the 6R. So that's cool. Still working on the leg for the 6R, still working on replacing the autocannon, still trying to fix that LRM20. That's going to be several days because she's only spending like 200 minutes a day on it. Rifleman's going to be another couple weeks and change. And we got some parts coming in. Got lower arm actuator in 2 days, sensors in 1 day, some right arms coming in, which we're not even gonna need. All right, so the Mark III Archer needing an arm. I don't want Chris to do the little jobs. I really want to get her up to 40 XP. I think we've got another veteran tech who should have his full-time tomorrow. Tomorrow gives us Saturday and Sunday. Get the arm on. All right. That would be Monday, Tuesday to repair the torso if I did that. We'll go ahead and have her do a big job just because I need her to. B can start replacing some armor. So can Vernita. Yeah, sort of. We can make that a 20. All right. Is there anything else? Get this off on this archer. So the arm on the archer. Less concerned about this Wolverine now. I don't like 8s. I do not like 8s. Those are all 7s, but I don't have a problem turning them into, say, 5s. So that our green tech can work on those. What are we still missing? Oh, an LRM 20. That's 500,000 C-bills gonna disappear tomorrow. Speaking of which, I think Doodles on the laser. Two things changed. All I was expecting. Did anyone get healed? Yes, we did heal a couple of people. Go ahead. Ones that are gonna go quickest. Excuse me. The ones that are gonna go quickest, I want to give to her first. All right, so that's all of our teching, all of our medicaling. I don't. All right, so we got a jump jet and some sensors in. We fixed armor and a right torso on the Talvasoda. Oh, and gained an XP for it. Nice. Got the upper arm actuator on the Hunchback. We got the left leg on the Wolverine. That's the 6R. Lark is still trying to fit a new autocannon into the Hunchback, as per usual. Doodles fixed the engine. Cool. Hikari Ono earning more XP. It's up to 4 now. I don't even know what I would spend the rest of his XP on if I had it. He's already an elite admin, and that's really all I need him to be. Alright, so what is our priority? Our priority is back is coming along. Wolverine needs a center torso fix. Give that to Chris. Because we could potentially have a mission in 2 days, and I don't think Penny could knock it out in 2 days. Other than that, still need the right arm. It's Archer. Oof. Hopefully we can make a 7. And hopefully we don't have a battle on Monday. Yeah, a battle on Monday or Tuesday would mean the Archer is going back into battle without an arm again. And I'm frankly a little tired of doing that. So she is actually 2 points away from being a veteran, which is outstanding news. I want to spend more time on that. That's deconditioned. That's why. 7 veteran coin flip. Still have. Could have had Lonnie do that. I didn't see him there. All right, Lonnie, what can you be working? It's not already being worked on. I don't know why I clicked off it there. All right, so the Wolverine is almost completely fixed. Didn't spend all the time on that. That guy's done. That guy's as done as he can be for the next couple of days. Yeah, it's a 2-day job. All right. Now we do actually still have a couple of green mech warriors. Also, Yarvik doesn't have a mech, isn't anything. What essentially do we have? Got 4 heavies. The rifleman is being refitted. The thunderbolt is ready for action. The guillotine is damaged. 2R is a second line mech at this point. The 6M, an interesting choice. I'm leaning towards the 6M or the thunderbolt for Yarvik. And honestly, I'd like to make that choice before Monday so we can have him in Lance. Okay, well, that's easy. Put him in Pedro's old slot, but in a different mech. Put him in the 6M. And we're back up to 270 tons. So that's a heavy lance with 2 archers, the Orion and the Wolverine. And this is barely a heavy lance. I feel like everyone here is pretty much attached to their ride, so unless, well, I could add a 50 tonner. This trebuchet only has 1 LRM launcher. Interesting. Most trebuchets had 2. Yeah, we could put a green pilot in the trebuchet and add that to Tonga Lance. We'll have Vernita start on the leg, and I guess B start on the torso, and we'll expect probably to have to do that more than once. All we've got left is our green tech. All right, advancing the day. We got some armor, we got some actuators. B working on the trebuchet, Vernita working on the trebuchet. That's going to be another day at least for each of them. Still, Penny's trying to get the right arm on the archer. Chris fixed the center torso of the 6M and gained an XP for it. Nice. Loney gets the cockpit in the 6R Mark II. Lark did get the autocannon 20 on the Hunchback, so that's a big step forward. And the Rifleman is still 2 weeks out. Now, Hunchback just needs all the rest of the stuff put into his arm. Not on an 8, I don't think. We'll go with a 5. Not a 7. And you actually were doing actuators. Also a 5. Yeah, we'll have Monday to put the laser in. So yeah, we can go ahead. Start on that now. Alright, so the Hunchback is just shy of fixed. The Archer almost has his arm back on. This Wolverine is officially a backburner mech right now. But that doesn't mean we can't make some progress on it because you're being worked on, Not worried about you. You guys are both backburner. So yeah, we'll go ahead and try and put a jump jet on. Nice. Oh, and now we're short of jump jets. Third cockpit because we're probably gonna need it. Jump jets, I don't know why we don't have more of a stock of those. Should have all that we need and enough for a spare mech. How I view those. We should be able to replace all the jump jets on a mech that has lost all of its jump jets, and I think 5 should do that for that size. That just leaves Kobe working on something besides his own mech. Hope he doesn't mind. Let's check the infirmary. Yeah, we can transfer one more prisoner over. Bruises heal quick. We got a right arm in, we got an LRM 20 in. Funds are looking a little more dry than they were because we ordered a bunch of parts. We got the right torso on the trebuchet. We're still working on the right leg. We got the right arm on the archer. Oh, and it's Monday, and we would have had a mission here if we had a mission. So it looks like we are free and clear to the end of the contract. Yeah, there's suddenly a lot less time pressure on this. We'll be able to fix everything with plenty of time to spare. And yeah. The arm on that one. Just leg parts on this one, I think. We'll wait for a regular tech to do that. And start doing that. I don't want to break a blown off arm for sure, so I like 4s for that. Still got people with a little bit of time. We'll have Jacoby do that. Have Chris do that. All right. We've still got 80 minutes left. How do we spend it? Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. So that's it for that. We've healed 2 more patients. We've got broken, contusion, and sprained. Sprained, bruised, sprained. Yes, you're getting transferred. And broken ribs, I guess, are quicker than broken arms and legs, probably. So we'll go ahead and transfer you guys over. And the contract is over in 3 days, and at that point we will be looking at a new contract. And I know you're all dying of anticipation right now. Fixed the armor on the trebuchet, got the arm on the trebuchet, still working on the leg. Got the LRM on the trebuchet, got the ammo bin on the trebuchet. Looks like most of the fixing that we're doing is on the trebuchet. Alright, you know what? It is time. Left arm. Loney, if you would, please. And Penny, if you don't. Veronica, yes. Okay, now. And that's what it takes. On a 7, how many left arms do we have, I wonder? Back down to the M's. Left arm, 70, we have 2. Go ahead and just add 1 to that. And we will on that. We'll have an answer in a couple days as to whether or not we need that spare. Lark, you're on ammo duty. Work out from that. Oh, well, we could have. I feel dumb. I did that wrong because I didn't look. Five minutes there, 10 minutes over there. And 40 minutes left on that. All right. So Moving into 17th. We got the leg on the trebuchet, we got the armor on the guillotine, armor on the guillotine, foot actuator on the Wolverine. We did fix that LRM-20. Still working on the arm for the archer. That's going to be another day or two. The rifleman's down to less than 8,000 minutes left. And we do have a spare left arm coming in less than a week. So, we're being worked. Are you crippled from one jump jet? I don't believe it. 20. And both 5s on this one. Because easy to maintain is a wonderful thing. Oh, we didn't need a 3 on that. Oh, wow. Well, it's a good thing this contract is over. Armor standard. Yeah, 800 points should be bare minimum what we've got on hand. Alright, so anything can still fix. We still need another 70-ton head as well. I don't think there's... Oh, there is. 200,000 apiece. Go ahead and get an extra one. We're gonna need it sooner or later. Alright, failed to get the jump jet on the trebuchet. That's why it's short on missile launchers. It's a variant with jump jets. Failed to get the left arm on the archer, but didn't break it at least. Mainly just armor. That's what we don't have together yet. Oh, I forgot all about this thing. And maybe we'll just sell it as is. It's worth XP. Doesn't cost us anything. If we break it, we can still sell it. Alright. Armor in 2 days, 7 days. Hikari Ono got more XP. 1 day, 2 days. Alright, so we're gonna have some armor coming in. Go back here. So we got a cockpit in, 2 jump jets, 10 tons of armor. We got the head on the archer. So, working on that. Working on the left arm on the angler. And the rifleman is down to that. 7,200 would be 15 days. So that would be 16 days. Alright. So that's being worked. That be worked. Oh, and it's the 19th. I totally let that slip. Yeah, so caught up in doing repairs that I forgot that we had a contract to be ending. 4. Oh, only except I think since we're past the date, it's going to try to add funds as if we had finished early. I think it checks for the exact date. So we might have to go in and edit that out. Speaking of which, and complete mission, outcome, success, because we certainly had a positive score on that. And is it going to pay out? Yes, we just got paid 6 million C-bills that we didn't earn. So we will just, the scrolling will zoom. Yeah, we should just be mode, delete transaction. Okay, yeah. No, we don't get paid for an extra month, sadly. However, we are now free agents. We have Federated Commonwealth versus Draconis Combine. We have Federated Commonwealth versus Rebels doing riot duty. I don't think I like riot duty from a moral objection kind of standpoint. An objective raid for 5 months. Gondia, however. That. I want to begin transit hastily. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. Which, if I had been paying attention, it would have told me in the earlier pop-up. Zebeb El Ganubi. Someone's got to be pulling my leg with that. Zebeb El Ganubi. Zebeb El. Mercenaries don't have morals. Get those ungrateful peasants. Well, let's check out the terms at least. First of all, it's on Vienna, which is, where are we? Oh, that is in entirely the wrong direction from where we're trying to go. Well, not like directly opposed, but all right. Yeah, that's not the right direction. This one is in the right direction. It's 38 days to location. We'd have regular allies in D-rated mechs and enemies that are also regular in B-rated mechs. And if I'm not mistaken, inverting the part quality to where A is the best does not apply to this situation. So it is my belief that the D-rated allies are actually better than the B-rated enemies. We would be independent. We would have 45% transport, 30% salvage, 60% battle. Speaking of which, actually, we might not be taking that one anyways, because, well, the salvage is kind of garbo. I don't know if I want to commit to 5 months. But also, more importantly, there is an option that I need to enable. Since we are now on 59.3, we can, between contracts, use StratCon. So that is going to change things up rather drastically. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to change from that. I think when you do that, a lot of these things also become kind of moot. All right. Let's just go ahead and save it here. We'll go. We'll save that as pre-contract. And we'll see if this works the way it's supposed to. So now that we have StratCon enabled, we should be able to accept this contract and travel to, where was it, Scandia? And a day late. Not really familiar with StratCon. What are the major differences? Well, for one thing, there's a new tab over here called Against the Bot Campaign State. Now, it's not showing anything right now, but once we get to planet side, this will be a hex map. And it will be an obscured hex map where we will deploy our units, and anything in the recon gets bonuses. In the recon posture gets bonuses to scouting this map. And this map is where we find and engage the enemies, which then leads to the actual missions. And it's balanced by battle value, not tonnage. So that's going to be another major change. So victory points are now whether or not you have victory points depends on your contract. Since we are doing an independent command, we will not have to worry about. Yes. The force has full battlefield autonomy with no interference from their employer. However, the employer will provide limited, if any, support to the force. The force is still bound to answer for any questionable actions they take to their employer and or an outside authority / arbitrator, e.g. the MRBC, following the contract. Employers may, especially for covert missions, sign contracts with independent command rights to shield them from legal responsibility from the force's actions while undertaking the contract. This is the standard for pirate contracts. We're not. Are we pirates right now? I mean, we are kind of doing piratey kind of stuff. I mean, we're not like attacking independent traders or anything, but we are engaging in combat ops on a planet for someone that doesn't belong to them. Yeah, it is actually really cool. I'm a big fan of exploring this map. And there are certain effects, like if you find a tank base, it will have lots of tanks and it will be supplying tank reinforcements to all the other missions until you either destroy or capture that tank base, in which case it'll start producing tank reinforcements for your forces, which is pretty cool. Or if you catch a data center, it'll uncover the map. What else is there? There's air bases, mech bases, obviously. Production map dictates the train type too. No, this is a pretty simple hex map. It doesn't include terrain or like roads or paths or anything. And honestly, you're allowed to move around on it pretty much freely. Like you can explore this corner of the map with one unit and then come down here and explore this map with a corner of the map with another unit. And there's no, it's pretty abstracted the way it handles moving through that map. They might develop it more as time goes on, but for right now, it's a mission generator first and foremost. And it lets you set your own pace. Like if you decide that you don't want to do any battles for a week or so, then you just stop exploring the map for a week, and then when you're ready for a battle, you start doing more recon and you can run into more enemies. Now, there are enemies on the map that will move towards objectives, and you have to intercept them before they get there, or you'll lose a facility. So, all of that will be coming soon. Um, we've got the arm on that almost. Got the cockpit on that almost. We're waiting on a head. That's. We're not even gonna bother trying the landing gear. That's 10 days. I just want it off my list. I don't know what I was doing there. In transit to Scandia. 1 day from planet side. Alright, so we're in transit to the jump point now. We've got some sensors and an LRM-20, jump jets, armor, and a head has arrived. Let's go ahead and jump on that real quick, whoever's available. Still trying to get the cockpit and the Archer. Failed to salvage the engine. Is it unrepairable? I think so. Impossible, yeah. So medium strike fighter, we're done trying to pull stuff out of you. You've given us all the XP you're going to. Now it's time for you to give us some money. We got the left arm on the Archer finally. Got the rifleman in 11 days, right? I think that's 11 days. My math might be off. Is there anything else we can be doing right now? Yes, we've still got an Archer with an arm that's just a skeleton right now. Oh my goodness. I'm so relieved to finally have that Archer off of my repair list. And these guys are not far behind. Okay, so what can we mothball this? We can mothball this. All right, so that should free up some time from maintenance. That's gonna be like 5 days before she finishes all that. But I'm okay with that. Oh, wait, before Monday. MekTech, paid recruitment, and that is going to be worth every single bit of that 100,000 C bills. Performing maintenance on the Archer. Oof. See, this is exactly why I needed to do that. Armor is down to E quality. Several E's and D's. That's just a mess. And the Wolverine 6R also degrading pretty rapidly. We got the cockpit on the Archer. Still working on the head for the guillotine. Yep. That's about as expected. That should be ready by tomorrow, I expect. Or failed. Failed it is. Personnel market updated. We got a new doctor who we are going to hire. And we've got some regular mech techs and a green mech tech, which we're also going to hire all of. Lower arm, jump jet, and head have arrived. Rifleman refit in still over 10 days. So 11 days still on the rifle. So I guess my math was off. Finished mothballing the trebuchet. Still have the rifleman and the thunderbolt to go. And now we have, or will have, X. Chris, can you do that on a 7 for me, please? Now that we've got techs with full time, we can actually do it every day instead of every other day. Free Worlds League christens new jump ship. Citing a press release from Celasys Inc., a new jump ship has been launched ahead of what they hope to be a successful line. The Tramp class jump ship is still a prototype, but serves as proof that the technologies of the Star League are not that far away. Cool. Okay, so ship stuff is happening. We're not at a point where we're super concerned, but it will eventually be relevant. We jumped to Alioth, performed maintenance on the Blackjack, and it is, I think it's actually trending upward. I see 3 up and 2 down, so that's good news. So Chris failed to put the head on the guillotine, would have destroyed the part, uses edge to reroll, and does even worse and destroys a head. So, do we have perhaps 1 or 2 more of those? We have 1. Oh, we got an advance. I didn't even notice that. We are, we are actually off the chart wealthy on this chart. So that's cool. Parts for days, actually. Wait a minute. What kind of... This is an objective raid, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna need quite a lot more armor. And I just realized I had 3 bonus parts from that last contract that I could have conveyed into XL engines and absolutely didn't. Stupid. Well, that's what you get for rushing. Rifleman is finally down to less than 15 days. Rifleman is being mothballed. Thunderbolt will be mothballed shortly. 2 heads, 2 heads have been added to the list. In the meantime, that really is the only repair we have left. We'll have Loney take a crack at that tomorrow. And we'll have Chris take a crack at that today. At least we didn't break a head this time. Twice. APC trending upwards. Nice. Rifleman complete. Thunderbolt mothballing tomorrow. Armor, Giovanna Alexander got some XP. You have almost enough for another point of edge. Or I could be saving up for elite. Probably elite since you already have edge. I tend to do 1 point of edge as a veteran and then work my way up to elite and then buy 2 more points of edge with my admin. How I usually roll. So we get it this time. Oh, we got it this time. Recharging drives, just kind of sitting there in orbit with all of our mechs in a transport bay doing work on them. We needed a 7, we got an 8. Thunderbolt is mothballed. This list has got a lot shorter. And this is going to go a lot faster from this point on, I believe. Yeah, there's no reason not to. We can spend the extra day. All of these new techs, I can scroll through my tech list. Alright, the guillotine is almost complete. Oh, the thumper has improved. Oh, the thumper's front is busted. As are some of its stabilizers and its armor. But the machine guns are great. Yay. Alright, so 1 more day for the cockpit, I think. Maintenance on the vedette. Trending downwards. we'll hopefully be able to pull an elite mech tech soon and have him start doing maintenance, him or her. Also wouldn't mind some tank mechs or techs. Trending downward on the Saracen. Got the cockpit on the guillotine. Guillotine is done. Alright, so we can mothball this. Mothball this, and it doesn't really matter who does it now, since everyone is available. Okay, that should be just about everything except this guy. Sunday. Recharging drives, heavy tracked APC, trending downwards still. APC also trending downwards. Vehicle front down into the F status. 20 tons of armor has arrived. Rifleman in 6,600 minutes. Mothballing complete on 3 mechs. So that should make this a lot easier to read since I don't have all these different colors anymore. Why are you... And we also... Oh, right, infirmary. I haven't checked that for a few days. We'll just go ahead and assign everyone to Delphine. And in fact, should have soldiers, no unit assignments. Who are not permanently damaged or wounded. Yeah, I thought we had some. Eight plus. Yeah, we'll put you in the Saracen, which, yes, changed its color. We have field gunners. Now, I could have sworn some of these guys had asterisks next to their names, like this one. Where are you? Levka. Also, you can be... Oh, I know where you are. You are listed as a prisoner, not an active member. Alright, so... I know some people roleplay this as spacing the people that you sack at the jump point. I forgot to drop them off before we left the planet. So, presumably, commander of the unit had several days to think about this decision and how it goes down, whereas I did it in a matter of an hour and a half. So, hopefully he had more foresight than me, but we are going to... We've got a veteran here. 3, 4. You're gonna have to have an ability checked generated soon. 2 regulars, 2 greens, fair number of soldiers, some drivers, and some gunners. I don't think we need an armless soldier, so we're going to... That is Arturo. Arturo, there. Okay. You guys are all getting recruited. And you guys... Oh, did I miss some? I don't know what happened there. I thought I had selected all of them. You guys are getting ransomed for a hefty sum, almost 2/3 of a million C-bills. Yeah, for all 45 of them. Yes, recruiting you guys. Thank you. And ransoming you for a pittance. But enough to bump us up over 2/3 of a million, I guess, technically. So they're not spaced. They got sent home before we left the planet, I'm gonna say. Because I don't see any reason to space people when you can just let them walk away. We're done there. We're not coming back. Our repair bay is clear. Ah, yes. Need to go back to active personnel. You guys can all be, I guess, recruits for now, since your loyalty is still somewhat questionable. All the soldiers can be privates, since that's all they will ever be, and I don't want to mess with them again. Drivers and gunners can be corporals. All right, now. Oh, we've got some elites that are not attached anywhere. So, I could try to maximize this, but I'm not going to. More guys to wait here. Need one more guy for field gunners AC5. Okay. Need one more guy on 25. Everyone else, I think, needs at least 7 guys, right? Yeah. 25, so that should be maxed out, right? Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 3 needed 6 guys. We're down to the green. We might. Okay, we've got a green legless soldier, but you know what? We'll get him a prosthetic soon enough. 2, 3, 4. I guess we are not going in full strength. But it's better off than we were. I mean, at least. Why would you space them when you can make money by not spacing them? We're mercenaries, not psychopaths. I agree. I agree 100%. But I do know that there are people who disagree. Ah. Alright. So, going into Monday, we should get a new personnel market. We've got a new veteran tech, 3 new regular techs, and do we need a foot platoon rifle? Honestly, doubt it. But let me check the TONE. I mean, actually, we don't have much in the way of infantry. I'd like to do something besides rifles. But it would make a complete lance. I feel like messing around with that right now. So we can always fill out the infantry later. We don't even have enough men for the units that we have. Yeah, I think in the repair bay. Down to 6 people in med bay. And it says, does that reflect our new balance? No, not yet, for some reason. Alright, so it's May 27th that we're waiting for. Jumps to Mizar or Mizar. Still kind of losing quality all around there. We really need an elite tech. That's what we need. It's not good. But you know what? I think we're going to go to a new week. It takes a second to think. Oh, I forgot the first would come with some interesting stuff. So the contract market, or not contract market, was the unit market that I wanted. We could pick up a Reaver. I do like them 100-tonner fighters. Those are always interesting. For mechs, we have an Atlas for 15% off. That's actually a really good deal. Do we want to rock another Atlas? I mean, if I were a Magic 8 Ball, I'd be saying signs say yes. I also really like quick draws. I like the maneuverability. Its weapons loadout can use a little tweaking. I like to swap the LRM-10 for a large laser and some heat sinks. But other than that, I really like it. I also like to move the lasers from the arms to the torso so that you can punch. But I do like quick draws. There is no situation in which having an Atlas is bad. I agree. And since we picked up a rather hefty bonus, we actually can afford both of these. Not that I know, not that I have a pilot for them yet, but I'm a collector, what can I say? We could pick up a Drillson, perhaps. We haven't got the crew for it. Not that that stopped me from picking up an Atlas. And I don't see any reason. I mean, it puts us at 12 million C-bills, but that should get us through the contract, I think. Yeah, we'll pick up a Reaver as well. Oh, that was on the black market. Oh, dagnabbit. Alright, well, oh, a veteran mech warrior. Yes, we will hire that. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. At least it was on the fighter and not the Atlas. Yeah, I forgot to check. I wish there was a way to hide the black market. Zayaga, hey, how's it going? Nice to have you in chat. Yeah, that was like 7 million C-bills. That kind of sucks. But on the plus side, we're gonna have a fully staffed tech crew. Rank, how's it going? So you missed me finishing up the repairs. We have no more repairs to do. We put some stuff in mothballs, and then we spent some money. We bought another Atlas and quick draw. Speaking of Atlases, this one, we could pull this out of mothballs and put an arm on it real quick. I told my daughter that I really hit a tree branch walking, and she said she didn't see anything, but I have a cut across my head when I got back into the light. Wow. Is she shorter than you? Did it just go over her head, or sorry to hear that. Yeah. Getting cut by a tree branch sounds rough. You are much taller. All right. Do we really? How many archers do we got? We've got 4 archers. That's what it is. I will survive. Well, I'm glad to hear that. We could fix up this archer. It needs an arm, a leg, and a rebuilt torso. So I have to watch YouTube to see how to swindle the Silent K. Yeah, put a mech on the black market and then don't tell me it's on the black market. It's my fault for not being more observant. It was a fighter, actually. But, yeah, I saw a Reaver. I wanted a Reaver. No unit was delivered, sadly. Alright, so this Atlas, the right arm, we're gonna switch to salvage that. Right arm. Don't need any planes, just max, all max. I agree. I absolutely agree. Six. Rather that be a 5. And I have some manpower now, so I can do that. Who am I trying to give XP to? Veronica. Needs 1 more to be a veteran. Who's next? Bernetta? Would let you try again, but I kind of want this thing done now. Fusion. An 8. Wow. But DFA. Need 85 tons sensors. Need a head on this thing. Let's do that. Oh. Oh. Okay, so what are we still missing on that left arm? Oh, quite a lot actually. Go ahead. Do all of this at ×4. We're not hurting for people anymore. Just glad it's just a medium light. Yeah, there was the snake eyes indeed. So we just need the sensors, I think. And yeah, if we're gonna start fielding those again, might as well have 1 spare. Need to order some parts, right? Yeah, I was honestly debating whether I should do that, try and do that after I land or before I land, because it's kind of something I want to spend some time on. Just making sure that I have enough of everything for this mission. But at the same time, I really wanted to get PlanetSide and show you guys the campaign state map. Did we finish the other contract? Yes, we did. It was uneventful. We got through the last week with no missions. I actually got so caught up in doing repairs that I missed the last day of the contract and had to go back and take away the bonus money they gave us. But yeah, it was smooth sailing for the last like 6 or 7 days, I think. And then we've been hiring all kinds of techs since then, and we're not done yet. Yeah, still making paid recruitment roles for mech techs. Actually, anything else we need? Do we need mechanics? I don't think we do. Not as bad as we need mech techs, because we have all of these mechs. So I think that's being worked on. That's being worked on. Won't know anything until tomorrow. So 7th. Jumping to Zabebel Ganubi. Text, all kinds of text. More text than everything else combined. What about painters? What about painters? Painting isn't even a skill in this game. We got the head on the Stalker, we got the arm on the Atlas. The left arm is going to be another day. The rifleman's going to be, what, 10, 11, 12, like 13 days. Alright, so we can put some armor here perhaps. Oof, just lost this 34 points of armor. Make that. Yeah, we can turn that into a 2-day job. Have Halima do that. And actually, go ahead and just spend all day on this thing. Oh yes, we have techs for days now. Got 3 green techs who are mainly going to be doing actuator replacement and ammo. So the armor is going to be another day. This is a 3-day cockpit job, and we're going to give that to Lonnie because I don't want to have to worry about breaking a cockpit. Left arm is going to be tomorrow. Armor, reason not to. Oh, 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 almost forgot. Yes, we have sorry, Penny. You're going to be working on something besides the Cronus. Oh, of course it's red. They're alphabetical by name. Now they're alphabetical by name within their weight class. Now I've got all the mechs at the top. Okay, there we go. Still missing some infantry for these field gunners. We've got, honestly, it looks like more mechs in storage than we have on the field. Speaking of which, we have, just resort these guys. We have, since you were recruited and not captured, go ahead and make you a senior grade lieutenant, which is what we normally make veterans. Earl Sinclair is out of Med Bay, and apparently all we have right now is assault mechs. Wait, D and D2. think the D2 was my custom variant that I swapped one of the lasers to the front. No, yeah, it was I dropped the autocannon 20 down to a 10 for the range. So yeah. Does anyone want to claim the Atlas D or the Atlas D2? Because if no one else wants to pilot it, rather, over what they're currently in, I'm gonna give it to Earl because he's, I feel like the best fit. So, I'll probably give that until next week. I'll give you guys a chance to speak up on Discord. I know you like your Mac. Those PPCs are brutal. But yeah, I'll give you guys a chance to speak out and try to claim a new mech. If you'd like, I could screen grab this just so you guys know what's available. I could refit this thing and probably make it decent too. Now that I've got green text, actually, I think I might. What do we have available? I need something with 4 PPCs on it. Yeah, I feel that. I also wish there was a mech with 4 PPCs that wasn't like 100 tons and slower than 2. So let's see. The 5A adds jump jets and heat sinks, armor, and 2 large lasers. I mean, that's not a bad trade up. The 6A takes significantly longer for slightly better results. Adds an XL engine, double heat sinks, jump jets, max armor, and upgrades the autocannons to LB10s, and adds the large lasers and medium pulses. 24 double heat sinks. That's 8, 16, 24. That's basically all the lasers, or all 2 larges and a medium pulse in the LBXs. That's gonna take forever. And it's gonna be expensive with the XL engine. I'm okay with slow. Is there an Annihilator variant with 4 PPCs? Because I can't think of any other mech that would. 70 fusion. How much does one of those cost? Uh, 1.6 million. I think we're gonna shelve this project for another contract. um, where were we? Where were we? We were fixing that. We were fixing this. Getting into the era of ferrofibrous armor and XL engines and low weight clan tech might be able to refit something with 4 PPCs in a couple in-game years. Yeah. Clan PPCs would save me a ton of piece. So 3 PPCs Inner Sphere was 21 tons. 4 clan PPCs would be 24 tons. So definitely doable. There are mechs that mount 24 tons worth of weaponry. The problem is going to be the 60 heat from 4 clan PPCs. To be heat neutral, that would be, what, 20 tons worth of heat sinks? That's the holdup, is being able to use them. The Orion is actually trending upwards. Nice. Sensors have arrived. Fixed the armor on the Atlas, working on the cockpit. Got the left arm on the Stalker. Okay, so Stalker is the only thing left being worked on. Let's go ahead and do all of these at ×4 because we've got enough people that we can do one for each. Or even, yeah, more than one piece. We've got plenty of regular tax. Alright, we got the cockpit and the stalker. We got the upper leg actuator fixed. We've got the rifleman down to, what, 12 days-ish? Should be ready on the 21st, which should give us about a week to plan things out before we get there. So I actually don't think I'm going to be able to get to the planet side just yet. Tonight, I mean. I guess I have kind of dragged on with all the maintenance and repairs and everything, but this guy's still in transit. 6 days out. I guess I've been taking my sweet time. Okay. No repairs to do. Air designate missing. Protector announces day of mourning. Felix Calderon, air designate of the Tarian Concordat, was announced as missing following an update on deep space operations near Concordant territory. Protector has announced a national day of mourning as it appears that the mission has not reported in for seveal weeks and missed a scheduled resupply rendezvous. So far, no additional information is available, and sources inside the government are remaining silent on the matter. Jeffrey Calderon, the fifth in line, is expected to be announced as the new air designate soon after the memorial ceremonies are complete. Also, oh hush. It's a mistake anyone could have made. It was only 7 million Seabells, not all of our money. But yes, I would not have made that. I wouldn't even have tried if I had realized it was on the black market. I never. That 1 in 6 always bites me. Alright, so no repairs to do. Pretty much everyone is healed except for a broken back, a severed spine, and a cerebral contusion. Is his spine severed twice? Yeah, it sucks to be him. No repairs there. Doing well. Go ahead and mothball this guy. So we can go ahead and mothball all of these guys. Alright, rifleman in still over a week, or still over 10 days. Yeah, like 12 days out still. Jumping to Scandia. Oh man, 14 days from the planet still. More regular mech techs. Because you can never have enough regular mech techs. Or green mech techs, for that matter. Actually, there is one thing I want to do before we hit planet side. I want more administrators. Initially, I was going to do the administrators and then the techs, but then I realized that I had an administrator who could double up. What kind actually of administrator do we need most? We only have one logistical, no transport, and no HR. Go with HR because I feel like that's important when you have that many people. All right, so Grim Determination takes out the trash. Several battle reports have been submitted to the public record of an engagement by the mercenary unit Grim Determination on Sarna. Forces of the Free Worlds League military attempted to raid the planet and were defeated, with the mercenaries reporting an Op4 loss of over 40%. Well done, Colonel Trent and the troops of Grim Determination. Alright. Oh. Did the withdrawal already arrive? Yes, it did. And it's immediately going into mothballs because we don't have anyone to drive it. Oh, what? Okay, so we've got an HR administrator now. We still need a logistical or transport. Yeah. We have logistical, we need transport. Oh. Oh, wrong button. But we're not gonna quite have a chance to make that paid roll. Oh, dear. We're gonna be able to repair that? No. We're gonna have to scrap that and replace it. Should be easier than fixing it because now we're working with a C quality part. All right. We're gonna save our campaign again. We're gonna call it Pre-Planet Side. And we're going to go ahead and advance the day. And I'm just doing this just to show you guys what it looks like. I will go back to that save and buy a bunch of stuff. But yeah, this, oh, that's a relatively small map. But, oh, it's also the only one. Normally there's multiple maps and you can select from the drop down here which map you're viewing. In this case, we only have one map. It has not been reconnaissanced? I don't know. And we've already got a hostile force detected that we need to escape from. So this is what this looks like. And actually, let me manage scenario. We will send Marianas Lance there. We will commit to that. And since they're in a recon position, we also found a hostile artillery base here. Now that hostile artillery base was already there, and as a matter of fact, well, no, I don't want to use GM mode to reveal it, but you can, and show everything that's on the map. But I'd rather not know. So yeah, we will pick up not from this point. I'm gonna back up a day, buy probably 10 million C-bills worth of stuff, and then re-land on the planet, and then we'll go from there. So that has been your weekly dose of MegaMek. Thank you all for joining me so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Will it regenerate when you reload and re-land on the planet? Yes, I think it will, actually. As I think you're right, actually. So yeah, let me just go ahead, reveal track. So this is what it looks like, and like if you have GM mode enabled, you can do this. But yes, there is a potential assassinate mission over here that we didn't know about until I used GM mode to reveal it. But again, next week we'll land on the planet again. This is just to show you guys what it looks like because I was really excited to do that. I've been waiting to show you guys this map for weeks since we upgraded to this version, actually. But we were mid-contract, so we couldn't incorporate this into a contract that was already started. HBS tomorrow night, yes. We will try to recover from where we left off. But again, thank you everyone for joining me. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe. Link to the Discord is in my bio. And I hope everyone has a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow or next week or whenever you're watching this.